Hello, good morning. It's quite early, and I'm fishing with some friends. They're still asleep. They snore a lot, and I couldn't sleep, so I decided to come out a little bit early to do some fishing. And yesterday we did some, and I got to thinking about the I-Ching again. You can check out my other video on on Stillness with the I-Ching. And I've been thinking a lot about the Book of Changes and basically about deliberate action versus inaction. And I think fishing is a prime example of deliberate action. Recently I got a reading in the I-Ching, and I forgot, to tell you the truth, I forgot the, excuse me, I'm a little tired, so I'm a little spacey, but I got a reading and I forgot the number, but in the reading there is a section where they describe a fox crossing an ice river, and how the fox has to have cunning if it wants to get across the river without breaking the ice. And it got me to thinking about how you have to do, when you're acting, when you're doing something, you can do it without very much intention, and often when you do this you kind of mess it up. So the other way you can do it is to do it like Japanese brush painters would do it, like the Zen artists, where all of the intent goes into like one stroke, so it's like one chance to get it right. There's also brush artists in Korea that do the same thing. I guess I should say I'm at Nonsan Lake, by the way. I didn't mention that. Oh, and there's a big bird. Where'd it go? It's coming across. Right there. You can kind of see it, I think, going by at the top. So I've been thinking a lot this past day about quietude and fishing, and how when you fish, you're very locked in the present moment. It is a Zen activity. The casting into the ocean, let's say, or the lake, to try to produce something. And you have to wait for the right moment when you're doing this, which is quite difficult, and you need a lot of patience and stillness. When I was younger, when I was a child, it was very difficult for me to do this. Now that I'm older, I feel like there's a great value in it. Just not really doing anything other than the cast, the action, putting something out into the unknown and seeing if something will bite. And I think when people go fishing, there's this thought of a reward of catching something, but I don't think that's the most important thing. I think that the action of doing it, regardless of the result, is the important thing. And I could say the same for any kind of art. I think once you perfect an art, if that's even possible, once you do that, you pretty much do it without any action. You're still creating something, and you're still putting your intent into something, but you're also letting go of it very quickly. And I think fishing is very similar. So I think, I've had a lot on my mind probably this last year, I would say, at least since the beginning of the year, and I think fishing is very appropriate for it. I mentioned in that last video about waiting for the right moment, and I think that this is very similar. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think that's it. Okay, anyway, have a good day. Bye.